2025 is off to an excellent start for the Indian space sector. After making its mark in the global space arena, first through Chandrayaan-4 mission and later Aditya L1, and so much more in between, on January 7th, ISRO is now set to conduct a key experiment showcasing its indigenous space docking and undocking technology that will be used for spacecraft rendezvous. SpaDeX, as ISRO is calling it, will pave the way for future missions such as satellite servicing, space station operations, and interplanetary missions. Hello and welcome to ThePrint. My name is Soumya Pillai, and in the next few minutes, I will explain how the Indian Space Agency is set to achieve a key milestone on January 7th and how India's in-space docking technology will be essential in carrying out big-ticket missions in the future, including Chandrayaan-4, the setting up of the Bharat Antariksh Station, and ultimately landing a human on the moon. SpaDeX will be especially essential when multiple rocket launches are required to achieve a common mission objective. Through this mission, India is also marching towards becoming the fourth country in the world to have space docking technology after the US, China, and Russia. On December 30th, ISRO launched two small satellites, SDX-01 or Chaser and SDX-02 or Target, on board India's powerhouse rocket PSLV C-60 and placed them into a low Earth circular orbit. This mission is named SpaDeX or the Space Docking Experiment. The two spacecrafts are equipped with indigenously developed Bharatiya docking system, which will allow them to join together as part of the docking maneuver. When the two satellites were launched, they were set off one after the other from the launch vehicle with a small difference in velocity. Between the launch and the docking maneuver, the distance between the two satellites will increase to about 20 kilometers from each other. In fact, this has already been attained as we speak. Now, how will the docking experiment take place? ISRO has used the propulsion systems of one of the two satellites to capture its drift and control the relative positions of the two satellites, ensuring that it maintains the 20-kilometer distance between them. Once the two spacecrafts are arrested at the same position, they will be in orbit at the same speed. Before the docking maneuver is attempted, the Space Agency is also ensuring that the systems have been charged with ample solar power required to carry out the procedure. Next, ISRO will initiate the drift of the two spacecrafts. The distance between the two bodies will gradually be reduced. So now if it's 20 kilometers, it will gradually go down to 5 kilometers, then 1.5 kilometers, and so on. Once the distance is reduced to 5 kilometers, the inter-satellite radio frequency link between the two satellites will be activated so that the crafts can exchange position and attitude information. At 1.5 kilometer distance, the docking sequence will begin. The final stage will involve the chaser craft or the active spacecraft moving closer to the target craft. The latches on both the satellites will then grab, connect, and finally become a single unit. The two SpaDeX spacecrafts weigh around 220 kilograms each and are androgynous in nature, which means that either craft can act as a chaser during the docking. These are equipped with solar panels, lithium-ion batteries, and a robust power management system. Once the docking is complete, the crafts will display power transfer capabilities, confirming a connection. This entire maneuver is expected to last for about 15 minutes. We can imagine the entire exercise like two cars driven parallel at the same speed. In such conditions, items can be exchanged between the two cars because it gives the impression of being stationary. The rendezvous docking and undocking technologies will enhance ISRO's operational flexibility and help expand mission horizons, becoming the stepping stones for more advanced space missions such as the lunar mission Chandrayaan-4 and the planned space station Bharat Antariksh Station. India's ambitious plans for sending a human to the moon by 2040 will also be realized once it masters the space docking capabilities. According to ISRO's mission document, SpaDeX will serve as a milestone in advancing India's capabilities in space docking, a critical technology for future space missions, including satellite servicing, space station operations, and interplanetary missions. It said that the primary objective of SpaDeX is to develop and demonstrate the technology for rendezvous and docking using two small spacecraft and to demonstrate controllability in the docked condition, showing the potential for extending the life of the target spacecraft. Additionally, the mission aims to test power transfer between the docked spacecraft. The secondary objectives include post-docking activities where the spacecraft will perform independent payload operations. Thank you for staying with us. You were with Soumya Pillai for The Print.